had said to me, "No, you're doing law." When you are a child, you are controlled by your parents, but that parental control has pervaded into adulthood, and the line between childhood and adulthood is blurred, especially when you're a university student. My father's idea for how I should live my life is for me to be a lawyer. When I told my dad that I had found this degree called conservation ecology and I think this is what I want to do, he had said to me, "No, you're doing law." And when I asked him why, he said two things. He said, "I think you have the knack for it." And the other thing he said is, "If you are a lawyer, you will always be able to make a living." He is 73 now, and I'm only 22. There is this stark contrast in power and views of the world. His view of the world is kind of informed by the fact that as a Jewish person, his grandparents came into South Africa with very little. And I guess it is this generational passing of skills, because my dad was a lawyer, he's a judge now. He didn't make my sisters study law, my two older sisters. They're much older than me though. But because he felt that their careers aren't satisfactory to him now, the one is a very successful environmental analyst, and the other is a very happy ceramicist, but because those careers don't match up to his idea of what a good career is, I have been kind of given the burden of doing law. He has kind of been on me saying that he can call up his lawyer friends to get me a job. And it's a bit, I'm a bit apprehensive of that because I want to forge my own path and not live in my dad's shadow. So my dad is kind of living the feminist values in that he's forcing his daughter to be a lawyer, but still exhibiting that control over. It is a bit of like a balancing of interests, isn't it? Because on the one hand, I am living in a time where it is very empowering and more empowered than we've ever been to be able to choose careers, but also not, in as much as we are also living in a time where our generation is more dependent on our parents financially than any generation has ever been. We don't really speak much. He doesn't have a say in my actual life, like the tangible things. It's just those overarching systems he more has control over. My medical aid, my finances. I would like to get to a point where I'd be capable of having complete control over those things. But again, there is this degree of choicelessness because I'm doing this degree now and I'm unable to work because I'm studying full time. So I am dependent on him in this sort of unwilling way.
So do you think that in his own way he feels like, although he may be telling you to do law now, it'll give you more freedom later on?
Possibly, but I don't think that's factoring into his decision making at all. I think it's that I am a reflection of him and I am where his money is going to end up. And I think he wants that to be a safe circle for him. I guess that's how we're all living our lives. Like, we're all just in this little wiggle room trying to, enact our own agency, but then also being forced by the universe or things greater than us or more powerful than us into where we are. I feel like I can take what this life has given me and make it my own.